a whole lot of people want to not be very critical about our movies. Some people will be like, yeah, don't say so much about it. It's not easy to create things like. So, Merry Men 3 is out. Who is this movie for? I've seen a whole lot of reactions, mixed reviews regarding this movie because it's just actually entered Netflix. It's been around, I think, since last year in cinemas. So, what is it about this movie? Is it for you? Is it something you should see? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is HR and welcome to the Persuasion Network, where we share a whole lot of things that have to do with life, lifestyle, politics, media, entertainment, and everything you really want to know. So hit the subscribe button, ladies and gentlemen, and let me get started with the Merry Men 3 movie. Boom. Alright, now Merry Men is like an installment of movies. It's a franchise that AY, that is Ayomako, the comedian and media entertainer, has been pushing for a while now. I think for over 3 or over 5 years now. And the Merry Men one came out. Yes, actually AY has been very good with making a whole lot of box office success. He knows how to bring a whole lot of A-list actors together, push them into a movie, faces that can sell movies very well, and boom, we have a blockbuster. I mean, he started with 30 Days in Atlanta, in Sun City, in all these places. Yeah, he knows how to bring A-list actors into a project that people will love. But what people are forgetting to understand about an AY movie is an AY movie doesn't take itself seriously. It's a fun slapstick kind of movie. So if you will be walking into the cinema right now for an AY movie, I think you should not take it too seriously. You should just go and enjoy yourself. The problem with people who approach an AY movies, they probably do not understand the approach the filmmaking this guy has in store. You get my point? An AY movie should not be taken too seriously. And if you're somebody who has been, overly absorbed in Hollywood kind of movies, you may want to probably give an AY movie a little bit of slack, cut them a slack, because the reviews that I'm seeing right now, a whole lot of people trying to say things like, yeah, it should be this, it's supposed to be this. Actually, there are other parts of the movie that was gotten right. I mean, Merry Men 3. If you are somebody who wants to watch and experience a movie with very great visuals, high quality videos, great cinematography, great photography, great directing in terms of photography, then that movie is for you. However, if you're also someone who wants a story that will capture you from the beginning, you want it to engage you because attention span is very short, then maybe Merry Men 3 may not necessarily be for you. If you're somebody who wants to engage from the very beginning, maybe it may not be for you. But if you're somebody who loves to take time, absorb the story, take it in, follow it every second by every second, and you don't mind, or you're not, fully carried away by VFX, that is visual effects, you just want things to come, you just want to appreciate movies, or you want to, unwind with a movie, then I believe that Merry Men 3 is something that the movie has its audience. Basically, the movie has its audience, and the movie is something that is like an adventure. It's like a walkthrough. If you're somebody who has a very short attention span, this is not for you. And looking at how very expensive Nollywood movies are becoming in terms of creating them, a whole lot of people want to not be very critical about our movies. Some people will be like, yeah, don't say so much about it. It's not easy to create things like this. But the dangerous part of things like that is that it encourages a level of negligence, and I don't want to use the word but mediocrity. You get my point? So sometimes when movies come out and people try to give their reviews, please let them. Because you see, the dangers that come with saying or pampering productions or pampering products, it will not help the consumer. You don't want to walk into a cinema and watch a movie and you're not happy about it because people were giving false reviews. If you even notice, our approach to this movie review now is to ensure that we are not offending some people's sensibilities. You get my point? So, Merry Men is for some people and it may not necessarily be for some other people. You get my point? For people who have experienced a whole lot of Hollywood, seen special effects that are way crazier, And even some Nollywood movies have also gone ahead in terms of special effects. They may not necessarily want to see a Merryman 3. But if there are some people who are a bit forgiving, who are a bit trying to be like, well, it's Nollywood is growing, let's see what they have here, then Merryman 3 is for you. I actually appreciate the fact that AY knows how to bring together a whole lot of A-list actors. Although the story may look a bit rushed, and I feel like we can also do well in terms of our stories. The quality of our stories matter a lot, so that these movies have better production value, they have better replay value. It's important that we have movies like that, because except we just want to shoot movies and just cruise with it and nobody seeing it again, it's important that our stories have replay values, proper script writers, ideas that are well developed. Because if you have a story that is very weak, you may start seeing A-list actors and you're asking yourself, what is this guy doing in this kind of movie? Yeah, even though they are big names and they might bring their acting game, but it will just be out of place. It will be very out of place, because if the acting is great but the story is not great, there's no synergy. It's not going well. It's not working. So, ladies and gentlemen, the movie is actually a continuation of the previous installment, that is Merryman 2. Although this time around you may not see all the characters yet. So we have Ramsey, we have William Zuchimba, we have Ireti Doyle, we have a whole lot of, even Nadia Buhari is a cast here, and a whole lot of beautiful guys here. So there's Chidi Kosoko. So the story and the plot is revolves around the Merrymen and their past sins. Somebody's trying to come and punish them for their sins and their past transgressions. Nollywood has a very huge fan base. Most of you try to watch a lot of Hollywood, then you come back and try to also match it against Nollywood. Nollywood has a very dedicated fan base, and some of them can be forgiving of things like special effects, visual effects, and things like that. For this kind of people, if you're somebody who loves Nollywood so much and you're more of a consumer, Merryman 3 is for you. You may want to enjoy it, because most Nollywood movies are slow paced. So if you don't mind slow paced development, people taking time, because the movie runs into 2 hours on Netflix, and you may want to enjoy something like Merryman 3. And as well, if you are someone who loves some great acting and you don't mind some other, it's also for you, because Chidi Mokeme came with a very excellent game here. Most of these actors tried carrying the movie. Ramsey is actually still a very good actor. Then there is Ireti Doll, very good actress. So if you don't mind these here and there's, Merryman 3 is something you should go and see. Actually, for people who love Merryman 3, it is also okay. I'm going to be putting this out to everybody generally now. We are in a consumerist or in a business or commercial world. Stop demonizing people who give movie reviews, people who go to the cinemas or who subscribe to platforms to see movies, and when they don't like what they see and they come on social media to say it, don't demonize them. It is okay for you to submit your own angle, say well, this thing you are saying I don't like it, and blah blah blah. So guys, that is about Merryman 3. Are there things I am missing out? I really want to give kudos to the location manager or the production manager, whoever produced this. Really gave a whole lot of nice angles, nice shots, nice location, exquisite. Oh my goodness, this guy spent a whole lot of money. However, I believe that this Merryman and some other movies will also be a wake-up call to Nollywood funders to invest in good stories, invest in quality stories, because trust me, these guys are doing so well in terms of selecting locations, shooting, luxury places. I know it's going to cost a whole lot of money. Jesus, they spend so much attention to the production detail. So if you will spend so much attention in that regard, it's also important that you spend attention on the very core, which is the story. There are some movies that you may want to forgive in terms of, a part is it's not this way, a path is this way. Merryman is going to be that kind of movie because if you don't mind seeing a whole lot of Benz, if you don't mind seeing a whole lot of cars, location, shooting here and shooting back in Nigeria, having some foreign characters as well, all these things increases the production value. However, while we are trying to do this, it's important that we do not remove the story. The story is the gem itself. It's important that Nollywood gets the story right first. There are some excellent stories, so you can't use just one movie to judge the whole industry. So yes, in terms of production value, in terms of photography, getting the quality visuals, Merryman actually ranks very high and it excels there. Shooting, the director of photography, that is whoever was handling the camera, did a very good job as well. Whoever selected locations, because my God, we're looking like $1 million, did a very good job as well. Casting, yeah, I would say casting is also on point. Directing, I don't know, there were some points where it was looking like maybe the director was scared of telling some people to retake their roles, to retake their, go back and do that again. Because you have a whole lot of A-list artists and actors. I don't know whether ego sets it, but it's entirely okay for people to be very professional. If you are going to be acting, it's okay to have retakes. Like, guy, this thing you are doing, can you gonna do it again? And stories. In terms of story, it is entirely okay as well to have weighty stories. Yes, I love the angle some parts of the themes in Merryman was going. I mean, Merryman 3, talking a whole lot about social injustice, political injustice, trying to, bring down corrupt governance, corrupt administration. But, it will take some different class of people to appreciate what the movie was trying to do. That's why, guys, no matter how much you invest in a project, ensure the core, that is the beginning of the project, the story is gotten right. The story is very, very important, and I don't know, I feel like it was rushed. It feels rushed anyway. But yeah, kudos to them. I feel like if you look at how Merryman has always been going, it doesn't take itself too seriously. It doesn't take itself so seriously. It's a slapstick kind of, William Suchemba brings in comedy. Fowles then used to bring in comedy into it. So it doesn't look like a movie that takes itself too seriously. It looks like all these movies where you have a heist, where you have a heist, just very light heist. So maybe like The Rock and Ryan Reynolds are trying to steal something, and everybody's laughing. It's not very. It's not too. It doesn't take itself too seriously, basically. So I think that is the premise of the whole thing. The movie has been set from the very beginning of Merryman 1 to not be a very serious kind of movie. But yeah, that shouldn't excuse the fact that story needs to be gotten right as well. Even if a movie is slapstick or comedy or comic or whatever, it also needs to be set right. And the long hours might also be a thing. But guys, it is very important that you also know that reviews can be dangerous, especially when they are only picking out the bad sides. You get, there is a whole lot of value that the movie is bringing out here. Like I said, the photography is excellent, shots are excellent, locations are excellent. To some extent, you will also even see, like I said, the production manager really tried. You will see the fact that these guys are paying attention, going to the prison to shoot, going to the slum to shoot. The detailing here should not be excused. The fact that you guys want to say a whole lot of things about the story, you shouldn't remember the fact that they also spend time detailing shots, going to the right places to shoot these things. Yeah, the VFX might have been better, the story can always be better, but yeah, the directing can be better, but don't remove some other great parts. Chidi really tried. Miles, even Ramsey as well tried. Iriti, great actress. And yeah, so guys, believe me, this will probably make them want to take stories seriously in Nollywood. So it's all right for you guys to give out criticisms and reviews. Please let them be constructive, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, HRM in the building. I'm signing out. Let me know if you've seen the movie. What are your thoughts? What are your reservations? What are the things you like about the movie? Hit in the comment section. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Persuasion. We are building something beautiful here. We are keeping you abreast of things. Cheers.